You are listening to Breathe and Bounce.
So are we in a trance? Do we feel like our life is the same thing every day? We go through the same tasks. We go through the same rigmarole. We get up. We have coffee. We eat breakfast, we get the kids off to school, then we go to work, and then we do our job, then we have a lunch break, then we come back, and then we just start looking at the hours until the day is over, and then from that point, we go back home. And then we go home and we watch TV, eat dinner, and then we go through the same routine the following day. And, it's just like people say, is this all a dream? Are we reliving the same thing over and over again? Are we in a prison? Because sometimes when you really look at this kind of life, you kind of equate it to a prison, right? You kind of say that you have a couple friends in the neighborhood and you go hang out. And some people are content with that. Some people like that. Some people want to have the little amount of drama possible in their lives. They don't want to make any waves. They don't really want to step on anyone. They don't want to, make anyone feel weird or awkward. They don't want situations to be awkward. Everyone just wants to live in their little bubble. They don't want to change anything. They just want, everything in their life has to be just kind of like an episode of Leave It to Beaver, if you will. And maybe, like I said, maybe you're happy with that. But maybe you're not. And maybe you're not because you feel like there's something missing. You feel like maybe there's something more. You feel like you're caught in this loop, right? And in this loop, you're basically going through the same episode over and over and over again. And you don't really know why you're doing it. But it's like we kind of just do it, right? We kind of just do it because we're raised to believe this is the way it is. This is the way that life is. This is what it is. You shouldn't try to make anything different. So all you want to do is just get your nice little house, get your car, raise a family. Your kids go to school. They don't cause any problems either. You don't want your kids causing any problems. Even if something looks weird, don't say anything. It's the life, right? Yeah. No trouble. Everything's good. No complaining. No bitching. No moaning. Because if you want to bitch and moan, we don't want to talk to you. And that's the thing is sometimes some of us in this life, we question. We seek. We look for answers. And we say, why? Why are we doing this? What is the meaning behind it? And then some people like their old little suburban life.
Suburban life ain't what it seems. Suburban life, the American dream. Suburban life, so pretty and green. Suburban life ain't what it seems. Big A, little A, bouncing B. The system got you, but it won't get me. Big A, little A, bouncing B. The system got you, but it won't get me.
Now my boss bought the system.
American dreamer,
Got a new home.
and a brand to get away, to elevate from this world of hate, never perpetrate. I don't want no degree selling herbs on the birds on every street. No real jobs for the PTP, so what's it gonna be? White minority, come on. Suburban life ain't what it seems. Suburban life, the American dream. Suburban life, so pretty and green. Suburban life ain't what it seems. Big A, little A, round tip B. The system got you, but it won't get me. Big A, little A, round tip B. The system got you, but it won't get me. Now broken home inside every house. Neighbors yelling, can't work it out. I should be wise, tweaked out nights. Ooh, what a feeling, ooh, what a lie. You can't turn back the hands of time, so let me tell you about a fire. Bobby's me, king of the crop, deep dark purse, fat drop top, Billy Blunt plays behind his ear, 2 turntables and a Heineken beer, and this is just an everyday thing. Knock, telephone rings, and he know he's rolling with St. Dog, leaping like some frogs, truck full of hogs, trunk full of steak, boxing range, whatever we could get, we was gonna take. Yeah, just like the Pirates of the Caribbean, neighborhood wars don't like what they see. We gotta like that, cop, rolling deep, scratching surfboard back, come on. Suburban life ain't what it seems. Suburban life, the American dream. Suburban life, so pretty and green. Suburban life ain't what it seems. Big A, little A, bounce it B. The system got you, but it won't get me. Big A, little A, bounce it B. The system got you, but it won't get me. Suburban life ain't what it seems. Suburban life, the American dream. Suburban life, so pretty and green. Suburban life ain't what it seems. Look at system.
Yes, people like boredom because boredom means less trouble, means less problems, means less this and that. And, you know, here's the thing. Sometimes there's people out there that have got everything all figured out in their life. You know, they've got their parents are still alive. Their siblings are still alive. They have their friends from high school. They landed on their feet. They went to school, became a teacher, became, you know, an architect, a computer expert, a lawyer, a doctor, whatever. They went through the system, and the system treated them good. But see, that system doesn't treat everyone good. That system, unfortunately, isn't a blueprint, one-size-fits-all. If you do all of this, you're going to be okay system. Because that system is riddled with challenges for many people. There are people out there who have illness that can't get with that system. There are people out there of different culture that can't get with that system. There are people out there who have lost people in their lives, and they're all alone, so it's very difficult for them to get with that system. And the problem that we have is that there's no empathy in the world for people who are struggling. Because when you're in the bubble, life is fun. Life is beautiful. You're floaty. You know, you smell the strawberry scent of the bubble and you're like hypnotized by it. And you feel like everything is okay. You're living in Candyland and you're trying to get to the mountain that has all the other candy like in the game. Or maybe you're playing life and you want to like win the game of life or whatever. But the problem is this. The deck is stacked sometimes. The deck is stacked for people. I detonated my life more times than I can count because of things that happened to me in my life, and I wasn't strong enough to deal with it. And there are many other people like that out me. You can lose someone in your family, and it can blow up your entire family. My case in point would be my mother. I lost my mom at age 23, and within a year and a half, 2 years, my entire family pretty much just disappeared. I remember that I graduated college in 2004, and it was like pulling teeth to get my brother and my father to come with. And my father finally basically just told me to go screw myself and didn't want to come. And my grandma came. and my cousin came with my brother, who really didn't want to go, but he did. And my brother eventually let me in on the reason why he felt that way was because one time during his graduation, I got into a big fight with my dad, and it affected his whole day. So I do have empathy for that as well. And that's probably part of the reason why he wasn't too crazy about going. I did go to his high school graduation, though. I didn't have one. And I think it's because I've lived my life very non-traditionally because of some of the challenges that I had. But I still fought my way to get somewhere. I still found people to support me. And there were so many people who didn't want to. There were people who didn't want to bother with me anymore, especially when I had a psychotic break in 2016. People started writing me off. Someone who I thought was one of my best friends basically has not spoken to me to this day. And, you know, that's what happens. When you affect the bubble of other people, you find out who really is in your side and who's not, who really has your back and who doesn't. Because people are so fucking comfortable with their own lives, they don't care about anything else. Is that safe? Yes. Is that, I don't know what the word is to use. Is it normal? I don't know. It depends what your definition of normal is. I think the biggest problem with our country, and maybe the world, is that if something does not affect us, we don't care. But we want to give our opinion anyway. And I don't know why. I don't know why people give two fucks about people's opinions so much now these days than they did like 30 years ago. You just say the wrong word on Facebook, you got people dropping you, you got people yelling at you. And yet, while you're doing all this, you're still expected to pay your bills. You're still expected to go to work, go to school, do everything right. I mean, you could have a fucking teacher just harass the shit out of you, embarrass you in front of everyone in your class, and then somehow it's on you to try to find a solution how you're going to take care of that class because you can't be around that teacher. Because why? Because we don't want to confront the major problem. We don't want to confront the problem that's going to give us problems. We would rather deal with the one that doesn't have any blowback. Now, sometimes people make it very easy to make the decision on who they're going to support. But the bottom line is this. We all live in this way where we are expected to move forward. We are expected just to do our shit, not to cause any trouble. When I was sued by the mayor of Elk Grove Village back in whatever that was, I think it was 2001, my dad basically yelled at me. My dad wanted to disown me. He told me that I just have to go with the establishment. He said that I need to give up. I didn't give up. I luckily had a friend who knew some people to help me get a lawyer, and I was able to work my way out of it and still have my frickin' respect, because I did not apologize to this man who really tried to put a dent into something that I was putting together, and I didn't appreciate that. So I said something. I spoke out. And then I was a pariah. Then people didn't want to work with me. And that happens a lot. When you speak out, people stay away from you. But, it's people that do speak out that kind of alert people to the problems that are going on in the workplace, in the family, in whatever structure that you happen to be in. It could even be the country. But yet people don't want to hear it. People don't want to hear about your problems. Once in a while, you'll find someone. And it's very easy just to feel lost, to feel hopeless, thinking this is my life. I just have to stay on this hamster wheel and I have to do everything that I'm supposed to do, because if I don't, then I'm going to be in trouble. It is a truth, but do you really want to feel this way for the rest of your life? Or do you want to try to deep dive and see what can work? Because being lost in a world that doesn't give a shit is probably one of the worst things that could ever happen.
I'm up in the woods. I'm up in the woods. I'm down on my mind. I'm building a still to slow down the time. I'm up in the woods. I'm down on my mind. I'm building a still to slow down the time. I'm up in the woods. I'm down on my mind. I'm building a still down the time. I'm lost in the world. I'm down on my mind. I'm building a city, and I'm down for the night. Down for the night. Says she's down for the night. I'm lost in the world. I'm down on my mind. I'm doing the city, but I'm down for the night. Down for the night. Down for the night. You're my devil, you're my angel. You're my heaven, you're my hell. You're my now, you're my forever. You're my freedom, you're my jail. You're my lies, you're my truth. You're my war, you're my truth. You're my questions, you're my proof. You're my stress and you're my masseuse. Mama say, mama mock the sun. Lost in this plastic life. Let's break out of this fake party. Turn this into a classic night. If we die in each other's arms, still get laid in the afterlife. If we die in each other's arms, still get laid, yeah. Run from the lights, run from the night, run for your life. I'm doing the city, down for the night, down for the night, down for the night. I'm lost in the world. I'm down on my mind. I'm doing the city, but I'm down for the night, down for the night, down for the
Who will survive in America? Who will survive in America? Who will survive in America? Who will survive in America?
So do you feel lost in this life? Do you feel like you need to escape? Do you feel like You're on the hamster wheel and you want to get the fuck off because you're just tired of the same shit over and over, day in, day out, just trying to find a way to make something meaningful, to create something special, to do something that matters. You know, the thing is, we all live our life, right? We all have things that happen. We all have things that, you know, shape our life the way it is. And I think part of the reason why we do go on this hamster wheel is because we're trying to avoid dealing with the shit that we had happen to us in our life, dealing with all the crap that we have gone through. We're tired of it, right? We're tired of the crap. And then eventually what happens is, because we go through all this stuff, things start to add up. You walk through life and you got all these little cuts all over your body. And they heal. Some of them heal very nicely. Others leave scars. And we go through this hamster wheel cycle day after day because we don't want to aggravate any of this stuff again. We don't want to bring this stuff back into our life. But then we end up hurting people because we're hurt. We end up cutting people because we are cut. So where does it end? When do we say enough? Someone has to stop it. Someone has to hit the light switch. Someone has to put down the blades. Someone has to find a way. And maybe we get off this hamster wheel and we start getting in within ourselves.
I was staring at the ceiling. You're so pretty when you're mad. All that I can hear is breathing. And we're stuck inside the silence in a cold, cold war. We're too proud to say we're sorry. Right now it feels like we're bleeding so deep that we might not get back up. Our words will tear through the surface like a paper cut. Right now I don't know why I love you, but by the morning when we wake up, I'll reach for you and remember it was just a paper cut. I find refuge in the distance, even when we're breaking down. Can we pause it just for one kiss?
So we have to start asking ourselves the question about what is it that we want from this life? Are we just going to continue to just, move in a way that's safe, that's uncompromising? Well, I should say compromising. So we have to decide what we're going to do in this particular moment of our lives. Are we going to continue to live this safe, compromising way where we just don't want to, cause any trouble? Or are we going to take a look into ourselves? Are we going to take a look into the pain that we are suffering, the pain that we are pushing down, the pain that we are holding on to, that is actually affecting us in ways? Because what we're doing, by doing all this stuff, by just living our lives, we're refusing to deal with the bullshit that's eating on our insides. We are refusing to deal with all that stuff that happened, all the things we are afraid of. In fact, sometimes we go to a job and someone pisses us off and we say, I'm going to be the bigger person and I'm not going to bring it up. But maybe it's something you really need to bring up. Maybe it's something that needs to be said. And if people cannot accept what you feel and they don't accept what bothers you, and they don't want to change, then maybe it's time to find a new fucking job. Maybe it's time to find new friends. Maybe it's time to find something new for yourself. But don't sit here and keep yourself in a shitty situation and then blame the whole world for being in this the world is so bad. It's yeah, the world is bad sometimes. But sometimes it's good. Sometimes it's beautiful. Are you going to focus on the beauty of the world, or are you going to find a way to change your world? Are you going to find a way to make things a little bit more bearable? Are you going to hold out for some kind of hero, or are you going to say, I need to get the fuck out of this place? The choice is yours at this moment. Choose wisely.
In this dirty old part of the city where the sun refused to shine, people tell me there ain't no use in trying. Now, my girl, you're so young and pretty, and one thing I know is true: you'll be dead before your time is due. I know. Watch my daddy in bed and crying. Watch his hair been turning gray. He's been working and slaving his life away. Oh yes, I know. He's been working so hard. Oh, I've been working too, baby. Every night and day. We gotta get out of this place. If it's the last thing we ever do, we gotta get out of this place. 'Cause girl, there's a better life for me and you. Now, my girl, you're so young and pretty, and one thing I know is true, yeah, you'll be dead before your time is due. Know it. Watch my daddy in bed at time. Watch his hair been a turning gray. Yeah. He's been working and slaving his life away. I know he's been working so hard. I've been working too, baby. and you. Believe me, baby, I know it, baby. You know it too.
So what do you want to do? Do you want to stay in this place or do you want to get out? Do you want to try to challenge yourself to find something better? Or do you want to just sit here and continue to make excuses? Continue to sit here and start not owning your shit. See, the day that I started taking full ownership of my life, of everything that I do, what I say and what I do, was the day that doors started to really open up for me. And living that life, it's not like it's perfect. It's not like, you know, it's everything is roses and butterflies for me. And like if I meditate, I see that blue lotus flower, like my teacher used to say in YTT. No. I'm learning how to live. I'm learning how to deal. And I'm learning how to move on. And I'm learning how to just find the best way I can live. I am trying to treat myself with a little bit more love. I'm trying to say no to things that I think are bullshit and saying yes to things that might open doors. Because that's what it's all about. I'm reaching out to the people who matter. I'm reaching out for that love, for that feeling, for that hope, for that light. Reaching out is all we can do. And we just have to continue to reach out. Reach out for everything. But do understand this. Just because you reach out doesn't mean someone's going to reach back. The person you have to reach out more than anyone is yourself. You have to know that you can take care of yourself. You have to know that you have the power to do hard things, wonderful things, magnificent things. The time has come for you to live. Are you with me? Let's do this shit, huh? Let's create our own compass and start to live. Start to feel. So, if you want to reach out, you can always reach out here to Breathe and Bounce. Reach out to friends, reach out to family, reach out to whoever, reach out to yourself. Because at the end of the day, your best friend is yourself, because your best friend's always going to take care of you. Your best friend's always going to look out for you. And that means you are going to look out for you. You're going to take care of you. So you have to make sure that you go to the right people and you are the right person. I don't like doing the same thing over and over again. I do have to do it to a point because of my routine, because of all my stuff that I got going on, because of all the crap I have happening. And it's really tough to do that because I'm so used to flying off the seat of my pants. I've done that pretty much my whole life, but sometimes staying grounded helps. But I'll tell you what, if you are one of those people that is comfortable doing what you like and going through that merry-go-round and doing your thing, don't judge the people that want to change. Don't judge the people that want resolutions. Don't judge the people that want changes. Don't judge them, because you are just like them. We all are just like each other. We all are fighting the same battle. And we all know that no one here gets out alive. So before you judge, think about that fact. If people want to make their life better, then let them, damn it.
5 to 1, baby, 1 in 5. No one here gets out alive now. You get yours, baby, I'll get mine. Gonna make it, baby, if we try. The old get old and the young get stronger. May take a week and it may take longer. They got the guns, but we got the numbers. Gonna win, yeah, we're taking over. Come on! Your ballroom days are over, baby. Night is drawing near. Shadows of the evening crawl across the hills. Yeah, walk across the floor with a flower in your hand, trying to tell me no one understands. Trading your hours for a handful of dimes. Gonna make it, baby, in our prime. Come together one more time. Get together one more time. Together one more time. Get together. Get together one more time. Get together one more time. Get together one more time. Get together.
Hey, come on, honey. Go along home and wait for me, baby. I'll be there in just a little while. You see, I gotta go out in this car with these people. Yeah.
We all have a story. We all have our scars. We all do what we have to do to get through this life. And I want everyone to live the best life that they possibly can. Sometimes I see people doing things wrong. Sometimes people see me doing things wrong. And, we always want to help people and try to save them from themselves, right? But the only person that can truly save you is yourself. No one can save you. You just have to remember that you are on your own in the grand scheme of things. Because you live this life alone. And I said that wrong. You enter this world alone. You leave this life alone. So you have to always just remember to take care of yourself. But you also have to be grateful about the people that want to be with you. The people that want to spend time with you. And what you have to remember at the end of the day is you are special. There is something about you that is cool. And even though you might be alone from sometimes, you truly can find a way to be happy if you work it out. So just do your best in this life. That's all you can do. Find your smile and wear it proudly.
Nobody hears what you say. towards you, kissing you on the cheek. This old faded picture of you and your sisters on the first day of school. I'll always play with you. So an angel has your name. What a perfect name it is. And though it's not the same, the heartache isn't all that
The title of that song is Act Your Age. Who says you have to act your age? Who says you need to do anything that society tells you to do, right? You don't. You have to do what you want to do. If you're not hurting anyone, who cares? Just live the life, man. Live the life and do what you want to do. And just understand that at the end of the day, it is your life. You're going to reap the rewards and suffer the consequences of your decisions. You can be safe and you don't have to do anything, kind of like we were talking about at the beginning of the show. Or you can take chances, explore yourself, find out more about yourself, maybe go on a few vacations, go on a few things. You'll see on the picture on the site, I was at War Games Survivor Series in San Diego. That trip was not planned. I just did that off the cuff. Because if I want to do something, I'm going to do it. And I'm going to figure out a way to make it work. Don't quit. Don't surrender. Live life to your fullest. Whatever that might mean. Whether you're comfortable doing the same thing or you're uncomfortable being crazy and wild and happy. May you be well. May you be happy. May you be peaceful. May your breath take you places that your mind cannot. Thanks for the support. Thank you for listening. Namaste.